What's up? Uh, just doing a quick test before I go ahead and record this. I don't even know what to say because, to be completely honest, I don't know what to say in the video that I'm actually shooting. It's just going to be kind of a rant out of nowhere video. I wonder, should I change? The light creates a lot of shadow. And it's just I don't want to be professional, but I'm not trying to make it professional, but the shadow light on myself, that shadow on the background is really bugging me. I don't know if I should do something different with the light. Maybe I should just turn the lights on in the room. But then it'll light up the horrible mess that's behind me. But I guess this video, it's not a... Hey, and it helps that that's gone off. I might go ahead and start now. So, it's Wednesday morning. What is it? November 30th. Here in Korea. 6:30 in the morning. I'm getting a late start to the day, but I've been up since about 5:30. And I guess I don't even know what I'm doing. This is something that I wanted to do and that will come out as the video goes on. But this is something that I wanted to do I wanted to have a talk with myself and kind of, I don't know, correct some things that I'm doing wrong in life or I don't know. I'm not working toward a goal that I have, and I really want to correct that action. It's kind of when it's a weird thing to be doing something, to be not doing something that you know, to want something and not be going after it. And I found myself in this position or in this situation where, like, if you want something, just go get it. And I'm an aspiring entrepreneur. I haven't started my entrepreneurship journey technically yet. I'm still doing research. I've started a blog that I'm trying to figure out. I just picked a topic that I love, and I started kind of sharing information about it, and with no money making, with no entrepreneurship ideals in mind, or maybe ideals, maybe only ideals, no goal of profits in mind. I just want to figure out how to get the word out there when I'm sharing something. So I think that's kind of the first, in what I've seen in my time, that's kind of the first thing about being kind of working in your own space as an entrepreneur. You kind of build your following and build your readership if you're writing, or your listenership, if that's even a word. If you're podcasting, your viewers, if you're doing video content, if you're I'm trying to be a content creator, or I am a content creator, and I'm trying to fine tune the trick of getting your content out there in a noisy environment. And I don't know, it's not going as well as I'd like. Of course, we'd all want to just make stuff that goes viral, but it is going decently well. But I think I am the reason that there was some failure to do some things that I know need to be done are the reason that it's not going as well as I want. And I kind of have that in mind. I know what it is. I know what my problem is. I know why it's not happening, but I don't know. I think I need something more than just to know it in my head. Maybe saying it out loud and talking to myself, and maybe coming back and looking at these videos, these little rants, these little 5-minute conversations with myself, maybe coming back and looking at them 2 weeks later or a week later. It's just like, man, it kind of adds that time factor to it, right? Like, you go back and you're like, oh man, was that a month ago that I made that video? Like, I'll come back a month from now and look at this video like, that's the first one. Was that last year? Like, was that... It kind of gives you that sense of how much time has passed, or it gives me that sense of how much time has passed, and hopefully that'll help. But it's like, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, that it's crazy to know what you want, or to know um, to know what you're after, to know how to go get it, and still somehow see yourself or find yourself not getting that. Um, I'll go into detail later about what I do. I'm sure during conversations with myself, it'll come out what I do. I mean, and I guess you're saying if you're watching this, you're like, well, if you're talking to yourself, why are you explaining what you do? I think a lot of people go through this, and while I'm not putting this out there, while I'm not going to be trying to put this out there for people to view, I think I'm probably going to just make it available. I'll just put it somewhere public, because I think sometimes it helps to know people are going through the same thing. So I'm just going to put this up on my personal YouTube channel, and kind of let it be out there for people to see. Maybe they can gain things from it. Maybe if somebody happens to see it, and I don't expect it to be out there for everybody, or I don't expect it to be, mad people watching it or nothing like that. But like, if, I don't know, maybe even just my small circle of friends, aunt, cousin Rock, like if you guys happen to see this and you got some input, or you're going through the same thing, then yeah, man, go ahead and chime in, leave something in the comments, or hit me up on Facebook or something like that, and we can kind of correct course. The bottom line is, I'm off course, and in my head I know why I'm off course, or I have my, I kind of know what I'm doing wrong, but I just can't correct course for some reason, and I'm trying to figure out what that reason is. It's me. It's internal, but I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I don't know. I think this may help, not only help figure out what that is, but kind of get me more comfortable talking in front of the camera, and I don't know, it's just more content to create. I just like creating content, and I want to create it in many different facets. So this is kind of one of them that I've chosen to do, and hopefully it helps me out. It's like, it's kind of this weird feeling, like it's like what, like you see Gary Vaynerchuk say stuff like, I know what to do to get a six pack. Like, you go to the gym, you change your diet, you know what to do to get in shape, but for some reason you just don't do it. And I mean, like, does it come down to laziness? Does it come down to maybe fear of failure? Does it come down to, I don't know, laziness? And I think the crazy thing is, I in my head, I want to write it off and say, man, I'm just being lazy. I need to stop what I'm doing and just do it, and just kind of force myself to do it. But I don't know. I think if it's laziness, then why do we spend so much time doing things that aren't lazy? And I think this will probably be the topic of discussion tomorrow, because when you play games, like I play a lot of, I'm a gamer. I play a whole lot of games, and not a whole lot. I spend a lot of time playing games. Part of the problem, I know, but the weird thing is, they're games that like create work. They simulate work. Again, I'll get into that tomorrow. But I did want to do, because I want to do one more thing before I get off this, before I finish this video. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to wake up early, and that's a topic that I'm going to touch on. If you're lazy, then why are you playing games that simulate work? And just take a lot of patience and things like that. But so what I wanted to do, one thing I want to do during these videos is, I want to talk about, or I want to kind of do some of these things that people are saying in the Miracle Morning, and some of these people, some successful entrepreneurs say in their morning routine, or list in their morning routine, to kind of just identify what you're going to do that day. And I think that's what I want to do. I got some things going on my site, on my blog right now, and I actually have a blog post series that I've been working on for months now. Like I was supposed to get it done in that first month, and things happened. I had to leave and go to the States, but it really was just me not applying the effort to just work through and get it done. Now, I will say, like, in hindsight, a month wasn't enough time to do it. The posts are pretty long. They're like 3,000 words. My last post was 3,000 words, and they get longer as I don't know. They get more involved as I go through and record the video. Or excuse me, that went off, so it made me say record video. But the blog posts get like more in depth as I go on and create them. So they'll start off real simple with a simple outline, and then they'll slowly like grow into this monster of a blog post, and with a ton of information. And I think the plan is to finish up the blog. It's a 5-part blog post series. Finish it up and then make an ebook, and maybe even sell the ebook on Amazon, or just give the ebook away as an incentive for signing up for the mailing list. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But part 1 is to get the first step is to get the blog post series done. And that's kind of where I've been struggling. I mean, I started in May. It's November now. And, I mean, it's a part-time thing. My blog is a part-time thing, but it's just, I don't know, it's hard. The crazy thing is, if I strike up a conversation with somebody about the blog post or the blog post series or about a project that I'm working on, I'll have a long conversation and we'll get the whole thing drawn out, and I can talk about things at length. But actually putting it to paper and actually creating is becoming a problem. And maybe that's the resistance that the author of War of Art was talking about. Just this resistance. You just get this constant resistance. Sometimes it seems like it's some kind of external force, like just trying to stop you from creating. It's a little rough. But with that being said, I think what I want to do today is to finish a portion of my. It's not realistic to say finish the whole thing because it's a long drawn out post. But I don't know. Today I want to get all the pictures. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up with it today. Come up with it as I go along. Today I want to get all the photos done. Like I want to get the photos that are going to be part of the blog post done. I got a format that that the series is following, and I know I can just get pictures of certain things that I want. Maybe that's not a good goal. Maybe I should go with I don't know. Maybe I should finish up the format, like finish up the points I want to make. That's what it is. Content first, not just the pictures. Get the content labeled. That's my goal for today. At some point, by the end of the day, by the end of the night, I want to get that. I want to get the bullet points and the content done, and kind of lay it out at least, so that way I know what I'm writing about, and that way I can go ahead and continue or move forward with just jumping on and filling out a bullet and getting my thoughts down, and not worrying about editing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. I think I'm gonna wake up first thing, dark 30 in the morning, and have this talk with myself. Hey, just in time. Have this talk with myself before work, and get the day kind of planned out, and then maybe even come back right after I put my little one to bed, and see how the day went, and see what I did, see if I failed, and see, kind of do the Army AAR on after action review on how the day went and what I got done and why I didn't get it done. Because I think if I actually record, like document why it's not working, then I'll probably, hopefully, have faith in myself. I should, like, if I see this, like the trend, I'll point it out, and I'll go ahead and I'll justify and rectify things. So that's it. Go ahead and get started with the day. And I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm doing my Obama impression, and but that'll be it. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Content. My computer fell asleep.